Smiling, let me see. Is that the real smile? The IKEA wrapper smile, the super reader smile. It has no teeth. IKEA, did I ever tell you how lucky you are?
Of course.
How many times?
12 times.
Whoa, 12. Wow, that's a lot. And did I ever tell you how lucky you are? Well, that's the title of the book we're reading today. And as usual, it's by Dr. Seuss. We love Dr. Seuss books, and there's so much to learn from that. Basically, this story is reminding us to be grateful for what we have and for who we are. So it compares us to other people who may have a worse of life than ours. So, come read with us. Yanking kind.
When I was quite young.
Did I ever tell you how lucky you are?
When I was quite young and quite.
Did I ever tell you how lucky you are? Read with me. Yanking kind. Ikea, go.
When I was quite young and quite small for my size, I met an old man in the desert of dry, and he sang me a song I will never forget. At least, well, I haven't forgotten it yet. He sat in a terribly.
Take your time.
He sat in a terribly prickly place, but he sang with a sunny, sweet smile on his face.
When things are bad, when you feel sour or blue, when you start to get mad, you should do what I do. Just tell yourself, Ducky, you're really lucky. Some people are much more, ever so much more, much more unlucky than you.
Be glad. You don't work on the blueberry bridge that they're building across Booba Bay of Ridge. It's a troublesome world.
All the people who are in it are troubled with troubles almost every minute. You ought to be thankful a whole heaping lot for the places and people you are lucky you are not. Just suppose, for example, you lived in Gazette and got in that traffic on Zayt Highway 8.
Or suppose, just for instance,
you lived in Gazette with your bedroom up here and your bathroom up there.
Just suppose,
you were a poor Herbie Hart who has taken his thrombodimbulator apart. He never will get it together, I'm sure. He never will know if the gick or the gore fits into the strucks or the snucks or the snore. Yes, Ducky, you are lucky you are not Herbie Hart, who has taken his thrombodimbulator apart. Think they worked you too hard? Think of poor Ali's sad. He has to mow grass in his uncle's backyard, and it's quick growing grass. And it grows as he mows it. The faster he mows it, the faster he grows it. And all that his stingy old uncle will pay for his shoving that mower around in that hay is the piffless pay of 2 ducats a day.
That can't be possible.
Well, and Ali can't live on such piffless pay, so he has to paint flagpoles on Sundays in grooves. How lucky you are you don't live in his shoes. And poor Mr. Biggs. Every morning at 6, poor Mr. Biggs has his boyfriend to fix.
Every day it is pepper, why?
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair. It just doesn't seem right. But his boyfriend just seems to go slump every night. It slumps in a heap, sadly needing repair. Big Figures is due to the local night air. It takes him all day to unslump it, and then the night air comes back and it slumps once again. So don't you feel blue? Don't get down in the dumps. You're lucky you don't have a boyfriend that slumps. And while we are at it, consider the sluts, the crumple-horned, web-footed, green-bearded sluts whose tail is entailed with unsolvable nuts. If he isn't muchly more worse off than you, I'll eat my umbrella. That's just what I'll do.
I'm not in my umbrella.
And you're lucky indeed you don't ride on a camel. Why, Kia?
To ride on a camel, you sit on a wammel. A wammel, you know, is a sort of a saddle held by a button that is known
As a faddle.
And boy, if your old wammel faddle gets loose, I'm telling you, ducky, you're gone like a goose.
You are gone like a goose.
You are gone like a goose.
And poor Mr. Potter, T crosser, I dotter. He has to cross T's and he has to dot I's in an I and T factory on Van Nuys. Oh, the jobs people work at. Out west near Holt Hodge, there's a horticulture bee watcher. His job is to watch. Okay, are you watching? Are you watching? His job is to watch, is to keep both eyes on the lazy town bee. A bee that is watched will work harder, you see. Well, he watched and he watched. But in spite of his watch, that bee didn't work any harder. Not much. So then somebody said, our old bee watching man just isn't bee watching as hard as he can. He ought to be watched by another horticulture. That thing that we need is a bee watcher.
Well, the bee watcher watched the bee watcher. He didn't watch well, so another horticulture had to come in as a horticulture.
As a what? As a watcher. And today, all the watchers who lived in Holt are watching on watching the watcher who is watching that bee. You're not a halter watcher. You're lucky, you see? You are lucky. And how fortunate you are, not Professor Debris, who has spent the past 32 years, if you please, trying to teach his Irish ducks how to read Javanese. And think of the poor puffing Pugelhorn players who have to parade down the Pugelhorn stairs every morning to wake up the Prince of Pooh-Bolkin. It's awful how often their pugels get broken.
And just suppose we're poor Harry Huddle. Try as he will, he can't make any shadow. He thinks that perhaps something was wrong with his gears.
And I think that, by golly, there probably is.
And the brother Bazoo.
And the brothers Bazoo. The poor brothers Bazoo. Suppose your hair grew like theirs happened to do. You think you're unlucky? I'm telling you, ducky, some people are muchly, ever so muchly more unlucky than you. And suppose that you lived in that forest in France where the average young person just hasn't a chance to escape from the perilous pants-eating plants. But your pants are safe. You are a fortunate guy. And you ought to be shouting, how lucky am I?
And speaking of plants, you should be really glad you are not Farmer Falkenberg 17 Radish.
And you are so lucky you are not Gaki Gown, who lives by himself 90 miles out of town in the ruins of Wrong. Wrong is rather out, run down. And you are so lucky you are not a left sock, left behind by mistake in the caverns of croc. Thank goodness for all the things you are not. Thank goodness you are not something someone forgot and left all alone in some punkerish place like a rusty tin coat hanger hanging in space. That's why I say, Ducky, don't grumble, don't stew. Some critters are much, oh, ever so much more unlucky than you.
Why is the bed system like that?
The end.
Was it great?
We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks for reading with us.
Or watching.
And watching. See you next time with another Dr. Seuss story.
Yep.
I bet you. Bye.